Can you believe someone inside the NFL actually had the guts to say something shocking about Roquan Smith? Yeah, the same guy who's the heart and soul of the Ravens fans and was an All-Pro just last year. That statement dropped like a bomb and totally changed how a lot of people see him now. But is that criticism fair? Or is there something way bigger going on behind the scenes in the defense that almost no one has noticed? The truth behind those words might surprise even the most diehard fans and give us a whole new perspective on what's coming for the Ravens. It's hard to imagine anyone questioning Roquan Smith. We're talking about a linebacker who's been a three-time All-Pro and leads the Ravens defense with smarts, personality, and presence. But even so, a harsh critic popped up, and it didn't come from just anyone. An NFL coach who chose to stay anonymous said Rokan needs to get in better shape and that he looked a bit sluggish at times last season. That's not the kind of comment you expect when you're talking about one of the team's leaders. And worst of all, this came right as training camp is about to start. If there's one thing Ravens fans know, it's broken effort even when things weren't clicking in 2024. He was out there trying to plug holes everywhere, but the truth is, in some games, he did seem a little heavier on his feet than usual. Like in that brutal matchup against the Chiefs, where he got tested hard and struggled on several plays. When something like that happens to a player of his caliber, the criticism comes fast and loud, and when it comes from inside the league, it hits even harder. But history isn't just about Rokan. It's about what was going on around him because no matter how great he is, no single player can carry an entire defense alone. And that's where we start to understand why his numbers dipped and why so many started missing a name who left Baltimore and made a bigger impact than most expected. There's something fans don't always realize. When a player leaves, those left behind often suffer more than it seems. That's exactly what happened when Patrick Quinn left. Many thought the impact would be small since Roquan Smith was still at the heart of the defense. But it wasn't that simple. Quinn wasn't just talent, he had speed, quick reads, and lateral presence. When he left, it left a big role that was tough to fill, and that will end up overloading the players who remained. The plan was simple. Trenton Simpson would step in for Quinn and keep the dose level up, but in reality, that didn't happen. Simpson struggled to adjust, took time to get going, and left Roken exposed on multiple plays. It was like he was trying to cover two areas at once, his own and his teammates. The result, crossing roads in the middle of the field became a nightmare, like in that Chiefs game where Rash Rice drove the defense and Rogan ended up with one of his worst grades ever. The blame fell on him, but the truth is support around him wasn't there. This mix of factors made the Ravens defense looked unrecognizable early in the year. Still, despite everything, Roquan was named All-Pro and helped the defense bounce back late in the season. Now, with more time alongside Simpson and a more cohesive group, can the Ravens turn these throws into one of the NFL's most dominant defense in 2025? If all, if all that went wrong, one thing no one can deny, Roquan Smith is the heart of this defense. He might have had a below per year. He might have looked slower in some games, but he still made All Pro and was a key player in the defense late season turnaround. That shows how much impact he still has, even when he's not at his best. And that's the difference between a good player and a true leader. Rokan is one of those guys who go beyond the stats. He organizes the defense, guides their young players, and reads the offense before the play even happens. When the defense came back to life at the end of 2024, it wasn't a coincidence. Rohan was right there, calling the shots. Now, with more time to gel with friends on Simpson, better physical preparation, and restored confidence. He could be the engine that turns this unit into something terrifying again. When he's playing well, everyone around him steps up. But 2025 won't be easy. The whole league's watching him. The criticism wasn't random, and opponents will keep testing his speed, stamina, and reads. The big question now is which Rokan will show up at training camp? The one who dominated the end of last season, or the one still haunted by the ghosts of early 2024? Rohan Smith faces some tough criticism, but remains the heartbeat of the Ravens defense. Despite a challenging season full of obstacles, he held the team together and helped turn the defense around when it mattered most. The truth is, no one can play defense alone, and what happened around him shows just how vital he was, even in the toughest moments. Now, with better conditioning and more time to build chemistry with his teammates, Rokan has everything it takes to come back stronger in 2025 and lead one of the league's top defense. And you, Ravens fans, do you think he'll carry that load, or do the Ravens need bigger change? The season promises a lot, and the fan base will be right there backing the team all the way. Go Ravens, go Flock.